All right, Coach, autumn in full swing, and it is decently chilly, but all in all, a pleasant day here at FedEx Field just outside of the District of Columbia. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Washington Redskins. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Hands up! Lead! Everyone got four down. 2 by 2. Move! Hands up!
1st and 10 for Dalton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Here's Dalton. Got a man. It's Ross, complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross, 85 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Bullock good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Check 99! Check 99!
Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. Slings this deep from McLaurin. They got his man complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 45-yard line. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you're probably going to have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Switch, switch, switch. No. Just go on. Match, match. Right.
second down. Haskins. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Watch number 29. 57 the mark.
On the ground, it's Geis. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Mike 51. Come on, D. Go, Mike 51.
On 2nd and 1, Haskins. And this one complete to Reed. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
On first down, this is Geis. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And they drew up the counter there. It worked. They're glad they drew up the counter.
And a lot of times what you're trying to do is just simply get the defense moving in one direction. It doesn't take much. Even 1 step's enough. Get them going in one direction and then cut back against the grain and let your running back finish it off and get the work done.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. So Dalton now. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Now, after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front. Yeah,
let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Come on.
That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Here's Haskins to throw. And he finds the tight end, Reed. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Let's go now. Zip your arm. Quit talking about it and bring it. Delta, Delta. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Set. Cut.
Geis with a carry on second down. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Now after the run by Geis, here's 1st and 10. Haskins looking to throw on first down. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. They'll run with Geis. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Ready? Tight left. 4 down. Check. 4 down.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Mike 51.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
That's it. 51 to Mike, boy. 51. Hey, pick your game up.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So now on 4th down, the Redskins will hand things over to their kicker, Dustin Hopkins. And Hopkins' kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, and I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
6-6, pull it high.
Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Zach Brown making his presence felt in the backfield.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
3rd and long. What will Dalton dial up? He's got his man, Boyd. A big 30-yard play on 3rd.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force him into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Now, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3-and-out. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. An incomplete, crisis averted, almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
I know I'm not giving enough credit to the defenders because that pass was incomplete. But come on, it was A.J. Green. I always expect him to come up with the ball.
Yeah, on those deep routes especially, even on incompletions, it's fun to watch him run those routes.
It certainly is, but he eats up ground and he usually goes up and gets it.
Now Joe Mixon. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. That time on the outside, pretty nice job as a cornerback to shed any would-be blockers and make the tackle.
And think about the praise we're giving him, what his coaches are giving, but how about the respect he gets from his teammates to be a complete corner who doesn't just cover receivers, but also tackles ball carriers.
93, 52, 93, 44,
3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. In Washington territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now Mixon, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down. On 2nd down, Mixon. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
And Dalton to throw. 20. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. John Ross. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front. He's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, they're scared. Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. It's coming this way, Here we go.
Now Haskins on 1st down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Reed. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington 1st down. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
From midfield now, Haskins. And this one caught by Cameron Brate. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
Haskins now, 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. This is Geis. And he will force his way forward for a yard or two, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide, and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
It's our turn. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. So don't say nothing. Undercrush.
Following the penalty, it's Geis. Got some real estate inside the 30. That one 28 yards on the ground.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a 1st down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
At the 13-yard line.
Here we go. Set. Hey, Lola, get ready.
On 1st down, it's Haskins. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10 now. Haskins off to Geis on the screen. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Let's go now. Watch it, Watch the run. They're running it.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Redskins have once again taken the lead. precision, precision, precision. That's the definition of it right there. Great pass, great catch for the score.
Yeah, people talk about arm strength all the time. Well, if you're not precise and you're not accurate, the arm strength really doesn't matter. We saw a little bit of everything with that throw.
Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now 17-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. He had a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. The Bengals drive about to get going. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
4 receivers to keep tabs on here. 3 of them to the right side on 2nd and 5. Andy Dalton. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Throwing, Dalton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ryan Kerrigan has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on, how about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot him.
That's a double win there, partner. You keep out of the return man's hands, and you pin him inside the 5-yard line. Pretty darn good.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Now the question, what do you do here? Time not really an issue. You got over a minute, but you figure from this spot you'd need a good 50, 60 yards to even consider a field goal try.
Yeah, so there's optimism there, but there's also a little bit of restraint, right? You got to make sure you don't take a sack here. Don't end up in the end zone. Ball gets stripped. You could give up 2 points in that occasion, or maybe even 6 if you can't get on it and recover it yourself. So make sure you protect the guy throwing the football if indeed that's the plan of attack.
Back. Get low. West. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. So we got me.
Now Haskins down around his goal line. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick, and they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. He was looking for Paul Richardson there.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead, Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering, and now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. Mixon with a first down carry. Gets around him. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Tackle made there by Zach Brown.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Dalton on the draw to Mixon. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to bring up the third down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8.
Here you go, Cam. 56. Mike's 56. Hey, Mike's 7.
Out of the gun, it's Dalton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on 4th down, may as well make them punt it. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 39. Bullock's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. That's fielded in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, let's go. Here we go, D. Get off the field.
They stay on the ground. Geis again. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
57 to Mike. I got you, punk. Orbit. Mike's 57's Mike. Check.
Throwing now, Haskins on first down. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. Then he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Give the Redskins 13 there and a first down. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 43. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Kyle Van Noy in on the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
He's checking.
Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And now time will be called here as we've got an injured Redskin down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Come on, Shaq. Time to end it. 50 seconds to mine. Come on. You better bring it. Check. Fresno. Who's on cooking? Go. 57. Mike, 57. I don't think you got it, son. Hey, check.
On first down, Haskins. That'll be caught right side by Reed. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Haskins now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on first down. From the red zone now, Haskins on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Preston Brown, the linebacker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
What's tight? Tight is right. What's tight? Tight is right. 3 down. Hey, check. 3 down.
Got to be careful here. Dalton into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. And a costly turnover there as the ball will be spotted first and goal at the 5-yard line.
Sets up a first down and goal at the 5-yard line.
Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Here's Clement. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. They'll run with Clement. And he's going to be shoved back short of the goal line. He tried to break that plane but couldn't get there, and that's going to leave him now at 3rd and goal. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? On 3rd and goal, Haskins. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Ryan Glasgow drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. Hopkins' kick is good. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, look at the juke. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Dalton. He completes it to Boyd. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Tyler Boyd, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to regain the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Check three. Let's wait.
On first down, they go with Clement again. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Second down, Haskins. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
We got four.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Passing, it's Dalton. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down. Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the 4th. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Dalton now to pass. He gets this one to Boyd. Tyler Boyd, he's going to go. 30, past the 20, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Tyler Boyd, 92 yards. Well, the Bengals, they widen their lead. Well, they were back in the shadows of their own goalpost, and that flipped quickly.
So much for playing it safe. I mean, a conservative, easy call, run the football, take care of it, create some space, pump the ball away, but no, let's throw it. And sometimes a defense's aggressiveness is used against them because when you've got people backed up, your natural inclination is to try and really force them back, and sometimes they get burned that way.
And they got burned there. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each ending in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
Jet sweep, Boyd with it. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
His defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Let's get it.
Dalton bootlegs out. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ryan Kerrigan in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too. And under pressure again, and down he goes again. Daron Payne, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. Returnable for Grant. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the Redskins will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Switch gears, switch gears.
On 1st and 10, it's Clement. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Haskins. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Geno Atkins able to record his 5th sack of the season. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 19. Here's Haskins out of the gun. Jordan Reed has it. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it.
From the gun, it's Clement. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin 1st down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Come on, let's go.
Running is Clement. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line that hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Tighten down. There you go.
On second down, Clement. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Zoom, zoom. Mike 51. Mike 51. Better bring it.
Third down. Here's Haskins. Complete. He finds Blade. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. Now Haskins. Now they set up the screen for Clement, and he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Second and goal at the 8-yard line.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And they're knocking on the door. Second and goal now in a one-score game. On second down now, Clement. And that is not going to get it done either. Once again, he's stopped behind the line by this Bengals D. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Mike 52. Mike 52. Here we go. Here we go. Mike 52. Watch the screen. Pass. Whip, whip. Whip, whip. Watch the whip.
The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal.
51 to Mike. 51 to Mike. We own it. We own it.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. They took their shot for the end zone, almost cost them.
And he made the right play there, knocking it away. But, boy, it looked like he had a chance to come down with the football. And if he does that, this thing is over. Instead, he leaves him out there with another chance.
So a big kick to get this back to even. Now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get into overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you, but you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield. Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Big spot, Andy Dalton. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Dalton. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. Inside of a minute to go now, 2 timeouts left, still in pretty good shape.
I think they're in excellent shape here if they use the timeouts judiciously and use the sideline as an additional timeout.
Andy Dalton now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far, 1st and 10. So now Dalton. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. All right, here's Dalton. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. 4th down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, over-excited, and blow an assignment and give up the big first down.
46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. Here comes Grant on the return. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range, not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51. Hey, man. Watch the boot.
Now it's Haskins. And this one complete to Reed. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day. Mike 52.
Haskins to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Reed. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A Redskin first down. The pickup 15 yards. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. A nice little juke. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Short gain there to start overtime.
Almost a tester play, wasn't it? Wanted to see if the guys on defense were going to fit the gaps the correct way, because we're in overtime. So it's not just physical tiredness out there, right? Mentally, are you still doing what you're supposed to do? And they were up to the task on that play.
Well, there's certainly fatigue on both sides of the football. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Opening drive of overtime, and now facing a 3rd down and 6. Big play coming up. So now the first OT throw coming for Dalton. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. The temptation to go for it probably there. Always is, especially in overtime. Got to punt it, though.
I think you're right. I think that you absolutely have to punt it away and trust your defense, especially play a little field position here. But you're so right about the temptation. Another way to satisfy that, though, line up in punt formation and fake it. That's another way to get it done.
That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Yeah, part 1 is done, now part 2. Now what can Haskins do here in overtime? And Brate, the tight end's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give the Redskins 13 there and a 1st down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
They're not ready for this. They still go forward. Y'all playing the wrong football. He's hurt. Switch.
Once again, it's Clement. Well, still about 3 yards shy of a 1st as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. 50 seconds. 50 seconds. And here we go. Watch the pass. Watch him go quicker. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike.
They'll try and run here with Clement. They push forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This will be from 56 yards out. And he got it. The kick is good. In overtime, he's able to split the uprights. We were just treated to an absolute dandy in this one. A great finish in overtime with a long field goal. Everybody, including us, on the edge of their seats. Quite a game.
And it's rare that you get a game into overtime that it doesn't turn out to be a dandy, right? That's what we saw here. And just what you were talking about, a long field goal to win it. So definitely not a gimme. So there was tension all the way through until the ball went through the post.
But it did go through the post. Ice water was in his veins.